Why are anxiety's eyes different unlike every other emotion? Check out this crazy scientifically backed theory. So if you look at the other emotions, their eye color always matches their main color. Sadness has blue eyes because she's blue. Fear has purple eyes because he's purple. Anger's got red eyes, joy's got blue eyes to match her hair, and disgust has green eyes to match her green body. Simple, right? But here's the twist. Anxiety's main color is orange, yet her eyes are green. Weird, huh? Turns out there's some legit science behind this. Research shows that one of the main factors contributing to anxiety is actually the emotion disgust. So it makes total sense why anxiety's eyes are green. She's got a bit of disgust in her.
Yeah, sounds good.
Since disgust is closely linked to anxiety disorders. I never noticed this detail before, but wow, Disney really nails it with these little touches. Makes you appreciate their attention to detail even more. What do you guys think?
Let the professional handle this.
There's this dark theory by people who have been through depression about Inside Out 2 that might just blow your mind. Theorists think the sequel is going to tackle some heavy stuff like severe depression and maybe even touch on self-unaliving thoughts. Yep, that's right. There are some major clues. First off, during that sarcasm scene, Sadness is MIA. Also, Riley feels like she's not good enough. So here's the theory. Anxiety kidnaps Sadness, thinking it's for Riley's own good, and kicks the other emotions out of headquarters. For those who've been through deep depression, you'll know it's like a messy cocktail of anxiety and sadness, with some other nasty feelings thrown in, like boredom with life, embarrassment, and envy. The movie's climax might be all about the other emotions realizing Riley might hurt herself and racing to get back to headquarters in time. The original emotions are literally bottled up, which is so on point for how the D word feels. The aspect ratio for the sequel is also changing to 2.35 to 1 for that cinematic vibe. Why? Probably because the movie's diving into some seriously deep and emotional territory, making it more of an experience than just another kids flick. Now, I know what you're thinking, self-harm thoughts in a kids movie? It's definitely a stretch for me too. So, what do you think? Could it really go this deep? Did you notice anxiety saying this in the newest clip?
I am just such a huge fan of yours, and now here I am meeting you face to face. Okay, how can I help?
So I guess that means anxiety existed in a hidden corner of Riley's head from the very beginning. I think that goes true with the other new emotions as well. That's when I really noticed the console in the previous movies and noticed there were a few orange buttons. Although now major repairs have been made and the console is mostly orange. This signifies how anxiety is going to take over every other emotion and hold the control to every situation in Riley's life, and possibly being a villain to this one. Yep, it doesn't look very good for Riley's future in this movie. She's for sure going to be a mess with Miss Anxiety in control.
You just aren't what she needs anymore.
How dare you, madam!
You gotta check out these cool facts about anxiety from Inside Out 2. Unlike the other new emotions, anxiety stands out because her name is the only one that doesn't start with an E. And get this, when she casually mentioned we while meeting the original emotions, it suggests that she and maybe the other new emotions already existed within Riley's mind since the first movie. Oh, and one more thing. Anxiety taking control of headquarters and pushing down the old emotions is kinda like what Joy did in the first movie when she tried to suppress and control sadness into a closed boundary.
Oh my gosh, Mom, just go away!
Riley has a boyfriend in the new Inside Out 2 movie, so I noticed this one scene, paused, and really looked closely, and that's when I found it. Riley is hanging out with a black/green shirt guy. She looks like she's going to go somewhere with him. So did Jordan get dumped? Since Riley is going to change her school, it's plausible that they didn't want to continue with a long-distance relationship. I mean, this is if the date went well. So did he get friend-zoned or even harder, dumped? Anyway, she would want to date new guys in the new place. But you know what? I felt this guy actually looks like Jordan himself. So did he move to the same school as her? Wow, can't wait to find this out. So I was flipping through a book and stumbled on some cool research by a facial expression psychologist named Paul Ekman. He talks about 6 universal emotions: fear, anger, joy, sadness, disgust, and surprise. This totally reminded me of Inside Out. 5 of these 6 emotions are the exact main characters in the movie, except for surprise. I originally thought the sequel might focus on that missing emotion, but according to the trailers, we're getting anxiety, envy, boredom, embarrassment, sarcasm, and nostalgia instead. Now, I wonder if they might still sneak surprise in somehow, maybe as a subplot or a theme. Like, think about it. What often causes anxiety? Surprises in life. Just when you think growing up will be smooth, bam, puberty hits. So maybe it's too broad to be a direct reference, but it's fun to think about. What do you guys reckon? Do you think Inside Out was inspired by these universal emotions, or is it just a coincidence? Let me know in the comments.
Again, love the energy, but you're being silly. None of this will actually happen.
Right, whatever you say, you're the boss.
So in Inside Out 2, why do you think envy is a little kid while embarrassment is portrayed as a huge elephant? Let me explain through examples. For instance, how do you feel when you are envious or jealous of something or someone? You feel little or inferior in front of them, right? So that's why I think envy is a tiny frame character. While on the other hand, when we're embarrassed, we feel like the whole world is looking only at us. We feel so noticeable while we just want to hide and cover ourselves, make ourselves invisible. That's exactly how the character is built. What do you think? Let us know in the comments.
You can't just bottle us up!
Pixar revealed the first glimpse of another brand new emotion in Inside Out 2, nostalgia. Nostalgia was revealed through a key art photo. This emotion, not seen before, is portrayed as a warm, gentle, elderly lady. I think this might be the mysterious emotion voiced by Oscar nominee June Squibb, whose casting Pixar revealed months back. The photo was shared by Pixar Post on X on Twitter. Alongside this exciting reveal, Inside Out 2 will have its own art book, providing fans with a behind-the-scenes look at the movie's creation. The art of Inside Out 2 will be released on May 7, a month prior to the sequel's premiere.
Yeah!
Warning, contains spoilers for Inside Out 2. Inside Out 2 will be blending different animation styles not seen in the original movie, mixing traditional Pixar with new approaches. Just like in Across the Spider-Verse, 35 minutes of an unseen footage released by CinemaCon confirmed that Anxiety and the Gang are not necessarily the most groundbreaking addition to the movie's lineup. Apparently, there will be a Final Fantasy-esque video game character that Riley used to have a crush on, a deep, dark secret that remains mysterious, a mysterious cloaked being, as well as a dog from a preschool show, which is Bloofy, spoofing Blue's Clues. Now, about the video game character. My guess is on Sora from Kingdom Hearts 4, or it could also be Lance. So, are we really getting a Sora KH4 cameo in Inside Out 2? This could very much be possible, as there have been cases of KH being canon to Disney movies like Big Hero 6, so this also kinda confirms Inside Out world for Kingdom Hearts. So any guesses on the mysterious cloaked being? Comment below.
Yeah!
Check out this interesting theory. What if Riley's dad from Inside Out is actually Andy's dad from Toy Story? Let me break it down for you. We see Andy's family moving in Toy Story, possibly because his parents are getting divorced, just like in Inside Out, where Riley's family is also moving to San Francisco. Now, here's where it gets intriguing. In Toy Story 3, when Andy goes off to college, he kinda looks like Riley's dad, just without the mustache. Also, we see the Pixar ball in Riley's memories in Inside Out, which is a reference from Toy Story and also the Pizza Planet truck. So the theory goes like this. Andy's mom finds out about an affair between Riley's mom and Andy's dad. She's already pregnant with Molly, Andy's sister, and finds out Riley's mom is pregnant too, leading to the divorce. Age-wise, Riley and Molly are only a year apart. After the divorce, Andy's mom gets custody of both kids and a big alimony, while Andy's dad leaves to be with Riley's mom, raising Riley until they move to a new city to lead a better quality life. What do you think? Inside Out 2 introduces us to a new emotion called sarcasm, a big gap where words can sound sarcastic if they're yelled across.
Boy, are we so lucky we ran into you guys! Boy, are we so lucky we ran into you guys!
We can see this concept can lead to a lot of funny situations, but it's got a deeper meaning too. The sarcasm represents how communication can get all mixed up during the tough teenage years. Sometimes teenagers might say something innocent that ends up sounding rude or sarcastic because of all those hormones and worries. Also, when parents try to connect with their kids, they respond with a bit of attitude, which leads to misunderstandings between them, even though they love each other. So what does this sarcasm mean for Riley's story? Well, it's a big sign that she and her parents are going to have some big conflicts in the sequel. The trailer suggests there will be some classic parent-teen drama, and we even get a glimpse into Riley's mom's mind as she tries to understand her daughter's changing behavior. Dealing with this tricky period will be a big part of Riley's story. Ultimately, solving the tension will require clearer communication, bridging the gap over the deep chasm.